What if the story you thought you knew of witches, wizards, and emerald cities wasn't the whole story? Wicked flips the narrative in ways you'll never expect. 1. Why is Wicked so captivating? Wicked isn't just a musical, it's a cultural phenomenon. Based on Gregory Maguire's novel and Stephen Schwartz's celebrated Broadway production, John M. Chu's adaptation dives deep into the origin story of the Witches of Oz, offering a fresh perspective on the beloved world of the Wizard of Oz. This is a tale of friendship, power, and the complexities of good versus evil, all wrapped in spellbinding performances and unforgettable music. But what makes this musical so timeless, and why should you add it to your must-watch list? 2. A story beyond the fairy tale. Once upon a time in the land of Oz, life wasn't as harmonious as it seemed. People, talking animals, and magic users coexisted, but not without growing tension. At the heart of the story is Elphaba, played by Cynthia Erivo, a brilliant young woman born with green skin and magical powers. Bullied for her differences and overshadowed by her sister, Elphaba finds her life changed when she's admitted to the University of Shiz. This is where she meets her opposite, Glinda, played by Ariana Grande, the bubbly, ambitious socialite who later renames herself Glinda. Despite their initial clashes, the two forge a friendship as unlikely as transformative. Yet, under the surface of their rivalry-turned bond lies a brewing conflict that will challenge their loyalties and their perceptions of good and evil. Through captivating musical numbers and cinematic brilliance, Wicked explores Elphaba's struggle against the systemic oppression and her rise as the infamous Wicked Witch of the West. But at its heart, this is a story about identity, acceptance, and the misunderstood. 3. The Spectacle of Adaptation. Adapting one of Broadway's most iconic musicals to film is no small feat. Director John M. Chu embraced this challenge by splitting the story into two parts. The first film ends with the electrifying number Defying Gravity, leaving audiences eagerly awaiting the 2025 sequel. John M. Chu masterfully translates Wicked from stage to screen, preserving its essence while adding cinematic grandeur. The visuals are mesmerizing, a Technicolor Oz filled with soaring landscapes, spellbinding magic, and lavish costumes that reimagine the characters for a new generation. High-quality CGI and magical set designs bring Oz to life in ways the stage could never fully capture. And the music? Pure enchantment. With Stephen Schwartz and John Powell collaborating, classic songs like Defying Gravity are elevated into powerful, heart-stopping moments. Ariana Grande's and Cynthia Erivo's performances breathe new life into the score, making the musical numbers unforgettable. 4th, intriguing trivia. Did you know? If you search terms like Wicked, Elphaba, Glinda, Galinda, Ariana Grande, Cynthia Erivo, or even Defying Gravity on Google, a small green circle with Elphaba's black hat will appear in the bottom of the screen. By clicking on it, you will see smoke and bubbles and hear the song Defying Gravity, while the search results begin to fly. It's the perfect way to set the mood before watching the film. 5. Layers of meaning. At its core, Wicked isn't just a musical about witches. It's a story about otherness. Whether it's Elphaba's green skin or the systematic discrimination against talking animals in Oz, the film explores the struggles of being different in a society that demands conformity. This narrative invites us to ask uncomfortable but vital questions. What defines evil? Are we born wicked, or is wickedness a label imposed by others? These questions resonate as much today as when Gregory Maguire first posed them in his novel. Interestingly, Maguire was inspired by a real-world tragedy, the 1993 murder of 2-year-old James Bulger, which led him to examine how society shapes notions of good and evil. While the movie sidesteps the book's darkest themes, the underlying commentary remains as powerful. 6. A risky move, splitting the story. One bold decision by the filmmakers is dividing Wicked into two parts, with the first installment ending on Defying Gravity. This leaves viewers on an emotional high, but also makes us wait until late 2025 to see how the story resolves. A risky choice? Perhaps. But if done well, it could mirror the epic storytelling style of Dune or Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. 7. Performances that shine. The cast of Wicked delivers standout performances. Cynthia Erivo brings incredible depth to Elphaba. Critics and fans praise her soulful portrayal, seamlessly blending vulnerability and strength. Her vocals and dramatic depth breathe life into Elphaba's journey. Ariana Grande shines as Glinda, adding layers of charm and self-interest to the character. Known for her pop career, Grande surprises with her acting finesse. From her sharp comedic timing to her emotional arcs, she makes Glinda a multifaceted character. And let's not forget Michelle Yeoh as the headmistress, Madame Morrible. Though her screen time is limited, Yeoh's commanding presence makes every moment memorable. Jeff Goldblum's wizard may feel underutilized in this first part. With any luck, he'll have more room to shine in the sequel. Goldblum adds a layer of complexity to the seemingly benevolent ruler, hinting at darker motives that may unfold in the sequel. 8. Why it matters now. What sets Wicked apart is its depth. It's not just a fairy tale, it's a commentary on societal issues. The story questions the nature of evil and explores themes of otherness, prejudice, and systemic inequality. It's a reminder that heroes and villains are often shaped by their circumstances. In a world grappling with division and the fear of those who are different, Wicked feels more relevant than ever. It challenges us to question our biases, empathize with outsiders, and see the world through a different lens. The musical reminds us that sometimes the heroes aren't as perfect as they seem, and the so-called villains may have a story worth hearing. So, why shouldn't you miss Wicked? Whether you're a longtime fan of the Broadway hit or a newcomer to Oz's world, Wicked is a cinematic event that promises to captivate. It's a rare blend of visual spectacle, emotional storytelling, and unforgettable music. Missing it would mean missing a defining moment in musical cinema. As Glinda says, are people born wicked or do they have wickedness thrust upon them? Watch Wicked and decide for yourself. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of film and musicals.